this too. View.
Better edit this out.
Not you starting the munch.
Oh Lord! All right.
Starting the video with the whole entire you munching on food. Look at that. Is that how you're gonna treat your viewers right now?
No, that's how I'm treating your viewers.
You're gonna make them want something to eat now.
Well, Thanksgiving's tomorrow. Shogun's maybe launching in the next 5, 6, 7 hours. So I may have a late start tomorrow. I need to feed up. I need to power up right now.
You're right. He said within the next 12 hours, which was like 4 hours ago. So what if it launches in the middle of our stream?
I doubt it because I
doubt it. But
what time is it UTC right now?
Oh, I have no idea. For me, it's 9 p.m. EST.
Well, maybe. I think we're already in the next day on UTC. We'll see.
It's 4 hour change, right? Or what is it? 3 hours? Something like that.
8 hours from me. So it's 2 a.m. So it could be at any time.
Ooh.
Let me type it in Shogun.win. Nope. Authentication. Ooh. The authentication required part is on now on app.shogun.win auction. If you type in Shogun.win, it shoots you straight to app.shogun.win/auction. But then you got to put the password in. We're getting close.
There we go. Finally.
I'll tell you what, though. It's 6 o'clock my time. And what did I see it was? I already lost it. It's 2 a.m. What UTC? I'll bet you he launches it at 8 a.m. UTC on the 28th, which that'll be in about 6 hours. So that's my prediction.
That sounds about right. Last time he did the same thing around that time, 2, 3 in the morning for me, for EST people. Yeah. That sounds very, very possible.
We'll see.
Man, that sucks. I'm gonna have to set an alarm like at 2 or 3 in the morning.
I'll call you, fool.
For real.
Just keep your ringer on.
And right. Tell your wife I'm sorry about 5 hours. I can agree with that. I'm excited, yo. I'm ready to see them numbers climb. Ooh. The whole Titanx, X28, see what it can do.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I think with the 1-to-1 with Titanx to X28, and then the X28 to Shogun, I think that's going to kickstart so much freaking movement in between Titanx and X28. And then before we know it, it's just going to be almost all burned away.
Yeah, we had a really nice pump today, too. That was beautiful.
Everything had a nice pump. Pulse had a pump, too. I mean, it was going great. And then everyone's like, wait, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow? I need a little bit of money. And everyone cheated out a little bit.
Yeah, that always happens, too.
Come on, people. Come on, people.
What do you think about scale? I think it's a good hold. I'm just holding my coins, earning that extra little revenue from them. I don't see why would I want to sell. Like, nah.
I tell you what, they did Baby Dragon X, and Baby Dragon X is low key the best performer in terms of X's from the bottom to the top. So, I mean, if you want to fade them, go for it. But I would maybe give it a shot. Heard my phone.
I agree.
Come on.
Everything really right now is popping.
Sorry about that.
It could potentially be even higher in a few hours. Maybe.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the majority of everyone has already converted their Titanx into X28. So it'll be sort of interesting to watch the inflow of, is there a pop on Titanx right as Shogun launches, or is it a little delayed as people get rid of all their X28?
There still might be a little delay either way, though, because of the time differences. Because if it's going to be 3 a.m. on my side, there's probably going to be a little bit of... Sorry, my wife just got here. Maya started barking.
I was like, what happened? All of a sudden, you're like, yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, what happened?
Didn't want her to be barking in the middle of everybody's ear.
Yeah, that's a good point because I think most. Well, I might be talking out of the side of my ass here. I was going to say most of crypto's America, North America, but maybe it's Asia at this point. I don't know. Who knows? But I tend to see it's good 24-hour adoption. Like we don't really have that many dead times. Like whenever I think there's going to be a dead time, I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh crap, it's pumping while I'm asleep. Like what's going on now? So I think there's always a time zone ready to FOMO in.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people FOMO'd in this morning or midday or so for me. Once they started seeing that price pump, I saw some good amount of buy volumes coming in.
I think yesterday's stream with Jake helped because I think maybe some people were still a little bit on the fence with Shogun. Like I wouldn't have said that I was on the fence, but I wasn't like gung ho necessarily. I wasn't like full on like let's go on and dump everything and go into Shogun. But now I am. Yeah. So I think a lot of people got a lot more excited after that stream.
It was much needed too, because I feel like we are at the point to where they're like, oh, I understand this now. You know that meme that's going around? It's like, oh, I understand this now. And I feel like that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just glad I have my stakes ready.
Are you chucking them?
Some, not big amounts, probably smaller ones, but not my big ones though. Definitely not.
Yeah, it's hard to come up with some of those numbers.
Yeah, I've already been like getting some messages from certain people that are asking me like, what's the strategy to make a YouTube video, like what I'm gonna do, like. So to be honest, I don't even know what I want to do. Like I can't even say, here's a strategy if I myself aren't going to do it. So I can't really make or tell anybody to do something like I really don't know until I see it live and I start seeing some crazy numbers. That's when I'm like, okay, I think I need to do something a little bit more bigger than what I thought in mind to do. But we'll see, man. We'll have a few hours to see what Shogun has for Titanx. I saw somebody do like a really great chart of how everything works on Twitter. I can't remember who posted it. It might have been a retweet from Jake himself.
It's a 28-day window to use your stakes. So you don't have to use your stakes on day one.
I know everybody will, though. Well, at least the majority of them will.
I'll tell you what. I was looking at my stakes. Everyone remembers my big stakes. My big stake. The big stake, way back when, like it was like 20,000 worth of Titanx or something that I staked.
Dang.
It's still worth but guess what? That was at the top. So it's only worth $2,700 right now. But it's 3.3 billion. And I'll tell you what, that would mean that I'd have to come up with another $2,700 worth of buying 3.3 billion to match that.
That's the thing. Yep.
Yeah. I don't have a lot of $2,700 free accounts just flying around.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I'll tell you what, 3 of these stakes.
Amazing, bro. I saw my Pulse Chain wallet yesterday. I'm like, dang, that came out of nowhere.
What are your 3 biggest holdings in Pulse Chain? And you don't need to say one. You don't need to rank them. Just 3 of them. You don't even have to say.
I'll give you 4 or 5. Let's see. Okay. UFO, PTGC, PDI, and PBTC, I think it is, or whatever. Bitcoin.
Pulse Bitcoin. Yeah.
Yes. I got a good amount, like a good handful at like $72 or $92, something like that.
You motherfucker. I was gonna tell you, oops, my bad, you can cut that out.
It's okay.
I was gonna tell you I was a genius and I picked up a handful of them when it was at $100. And I was like, yeah, you never know. whatever.
I know, right? Yeah, for PDI, I've been in that PDI at 0023 or something like that. 0028. Ooh, 28. Let's go. Yeah, it's around like 2/10, bro. So that's crazy already. It's at 2 cents. I haven't been paying attention to it. I logged in and I was like, yo, what?
The last I saw Pulse Rep Bitcoin, it was like at maybe 400 or 500, but I wasn't paying attention to it because, I'm so paying attention to Titanx. Next thing I knew, all of a sudden Pulse Rep Bitcoin's passing 1,500. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? Holy
Yep.
Jesus. Yeah, I had this moment where where the Titanx had pulled back and then the Pulse shot ahead and my Pulse bags pulled just neck and neck with my Titanx bags. And now my Titanx is back up. But
Heck yeah.
it was kind of funny there. I was like, oh, I wonder which bag 10x is from here. The Pulse chain bag or the Titanx bag.
Yep. Even so my Solana bags are looking really good too, meme coins and all that. But I heard there was gonna be a airdrop from Magic Eden. I don't know if you heard about that one. Nah, look it up on Twitter or whatever. Have you used Magic Eden, the NFT marketplace?
Mm-mm.
No, nah, you might miss out then. But yeah, Magic Eden just announced like 2 days ago or something like that on December 10th that they're gonna do an airdrop. So those of you watching, make sure you have the official Magic Eden page, and if you did any Solana trading, you might be eligible for a nice payday.
Nice. Titanx is the thing that got me back into NFTs. Before that, if I could put them on a physical stick and burn them, I would have. I couldn't stand NFTs.
Oh yeah, I literally shifted over because I had whenever I logged into my Pulse chain on PTGC and the UFO token and all that, like I did not expect that quantity amount. Like I was like, that's epic. So I took over some of them funds, sent it over to ETH, and I bought Titanx at 598, like 598 and 601 between that little range. So right now I'm already up like what 20-30% or whatever. So that's some good gains right there. Perfect timing.
Nice. So question in the chat. Is the second keyword, is that your wife's name?
My guy's wife is a key word for the wallet phrase. Oh, they're talking about this.
For the wallet phrase. Yeah.
That's funny. Everybody's like writing down this. It's like anything and everything I say is like, oh, that's the key. That's the key.
They're like, oh, they talk about Pulse Rep Bitcoin for 2 minutes. Maybe it's that.
Yeah. I know, right? But yeah, man, that giveaway, I feel like that one's gonna be an epic little giveaway too. It was fun. Shout out to Morpheus again, for being able to do such a thing. Like this 0.5 Ethereum is freaking amazing. They didn't have to do that, but they volunteered. They were up for it. So big shout out to Morpheus. Great people behind there. Go follow them. Join their Telegram. If you can, if you want. Invest in some Morpheus. Did you get it? How much are you up in Morpheus, my boy? You good?
Oh, I'm very happy in Morpheus. I was telling people to buy Morpheus when it was just over a 5x to parity.
Oh, I saw that. I did see that.
Yeah. I mean, I minted the very first week, and then I bought a little bit lower, but then Morpheus, like it's almost like, I mean, you can't tell the future especially in crypto, but like we've gone through so many like Dragon X, Awesome X, Inferno, Volt, where everything dumped right off launch because people are like, oh, I got a 2x off my mint, I'm going to sell it immediately. And so you tank the price when the liquidity is low. And every time you did that, it was an opportunity in almost everything in this system. If you bought Inferno, before week 4 or 5, genius. If you bought, Volt before day 4 or 5, fucking genius. If you bought Dragon X at any point in the mint phase or even after the mint phase for 3 months, genius. But like any of these things that dipped, if you hit them after that, a crazy crash, Lord, it was a good idea. And something told me in Morpheus was like, it's, it's so kind of far removed from Titanx that people aren't going to get it, and it's going to, and people are going to take their profits, and it's going to correct to a much lower price. And when it's all said and done with, there's going to be less Morpheus than Dragon X, which conceivably then makes it a little bit more valuable. And yet we're sitting there at 0.1, Dragon X. I mean, it was like, get out of here. That's crazy,
right?
Yeah. So
It's so good,
I'm very happy with Morpheus. I think it's going to parity. I think it's going much past parity with the DEX aggregator and everything that's going to get built on it. So I kind of feel like parity is like
that right there is a sleeper, man. Just that alone, that DEX aggregator, that's huge.
I don't think a lot of people understand what that is, but they will. It is super beneficial for
the whole Titanx. Yes.
Yeah, in terms of what the fees are going to be generating and what they're going to do with them.
Very useful.
Oh yeah.
I have my average for Morpheus is 5 zeros and a 1. That's where I got like my whole entire bag. And I took profit at 2.5 a little while ago. And I'm just letting free money ride. So whatever happens, happens. I already took out my initial investment plus some. Now it's just free money, monopoly money. So if it drops 80%, I'll buy more with my free money profit that I took. If it pumps up 100x, hey, I'll be one happy guy right here.
Right. That's a good way to play it. It's a good way to play it. I like that.
I've always done that, yo. And it's such like literally, I think I want to say like 80% of my whole portfolio of Titanx is literally just play money of me just trading, bringing over profits from other places or airdrop money or something. So that way, if it dumps, it dumps. I don't care. So that's the way I play it. And so far, it's been working really, really good.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. You okay? You want to say hey to Mo? Say hey.
What's up? What's up, doggy?
Hey.
What's up, doggy?
You're a good girl, baby. Oh, I should have.
I love how they randomly come up to you and they're like, I'm not getting enough attention.
Right?
You need to
and they're just like, I want cuddles. I'm like, okay. Let's see. Should I announce a hint already?
You announce a hint while I take a bite of this food.
That sounds good to me. Let me think of a hint for the private key people that are trying to figure this out. You have no idea how many messages. I kind of figured I was going to get some, but my goodness. They're just like, hey, is this right? Hey, is this right? What about this one? What about this one? Like, bro, just plug and play. See what happens. If you plug it in, if you see 0.5 Ethereum in that wallet, you got it. If it says 0, you didn't get it. You missed something. You missed something. I have seen some people that are close. Like there's one guy that I think he will get it, or she, I'm not sure. They made like a whole Python script, a whole entire algorithm and crazy stuff, man, to be able to solve this. And mind blows me away about how smart people be doing, yo. But I kind of was ready for that, so that's why I switched up some things around for it. So it's not just a little copy and paste, plug and play type of thing. Like you got to solve. Some of it is math. Some of it is you got to switch a number or something to be able to get access to it. So it is a little hard, but it's doable.
Hey, nothing good comes easy, people. Let's go. Crank this shit out.
Yeah, because if it would have been that easy, people would have solved this in like 2 minutes using an algorithm or Chat GPT or something. Let's see. I did announce for the private members on YouTube, I did give them the first 8 digits in case people that are watching, in case you want to be a private member. Another small little perk about why you should join. But yeah, let's
watch in like 1 minute it gets solved because that homeboy who's running the Python just didn't have that aid.
I wouldn't be surprised, man, if I wake up tomorrow morning with no Ethereum in that wallet. The one thing I do hope,
that's pretty cool though, the way you did that.
Yeah, I figured it was kind of fun, man. Something unique, something, you know, that stood out. And it doesn't even have to be somebody from Titanx community. It can be like if somebody runs into my channel or Twitter or something and they see it, they can enjoy it. And if they find this cool, they can also find Titanx and invest into it. And, you know, it's just a dominoes effect. So the one thing I do hope is that whoever wins it does go public and announces it and shows everybody that they won it. Because if it's anonymous and they don't show themselves, then that's where people are gonna, of course, start speculating and start talking trash. As always, you know how internet is, you know how social media is, and all that stuff. So
You can't get away from that.
I can't. It's like no matter what you do, bro. It's like no matter how much you want to give back, it's still going to be that group of people where you just can't get away from them.
You know, it's really funny. I had a guy that was like, he's like a big fan of mine and all that, and he's always in my DMs, like just asking all these questions, and I was always cool about it. We talked all the time, right? And he ended up winning one of the giveaways that I had, and he was like one of my members and everything. And then I made a post about some stock that I had, and he was like, "That company's evil. I'm not following you anymore." And that was the end of it. And I was like, okay, well,
just
you can't win them all, man. You can't win them all. Like a week ago, he's like, "Man, this is life-changing money you might have given me. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed." That's an evil company. I'm not following you anymore.
What? I ain't never heard something like that before.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, brother.
I have had one or two actually that have told me that I'm too honest and or too transparent and that they don't want to hear that type of stuff. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I can't tell you that I think it's gonna drop because you don't want to hear that. So I don't get it, bro. It's so
I like people who come to your channel and then suggest changes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, hey, new time follower. This sucks, and this sucks. You should do it this way. Well, I'll tell you what, it seems to be working so far. I'm going to go with what I think is working for my channel. But thanks for following.
Right. I freaking agree with that. The giveaway for the private key puzzle challenge, whatever, is going to take however long. Like, it can take a year. It can take 2 hours from now. Whoever can solve it, man, really.
Mellow.
Good luck to everybody. Mellow, you trying to solve it, buddy? I actually do think that one guy's gonna get it, man. It's he tagged me on it too.
I saw it.
Oh yeah, yo, talking about
he's asking for more shit. Where he's like, man, I'm running
the bone.
I need more clues here.
Throw me a bone. I sent him a gift.
That was so funny. I died at that. I was like, I don't get out enough. That's how bad
bro. I was on a chair, bro. My feet were swinging, bro, of how funny it was because I was just giggling. I was like, I'm gonna send him this.
I know exactly what that's like.
Yo, you can already imagine how that was.
So funny.
Man, that was so freaking funny. I love it.
Yeah, that was a good one. I had to repost that one. It was so damn funny. He was like, don't rub it in. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Oh,
all right. Where are we right now?
The extra hint. This is the hint. So those of you that are watching are 1 or 2 steps ahead. If you're a member, you pretty much got 2 hints. This image right here, this one has only 7 digits or letters and whatnot. It's missing a number. There needs to be 8. In the image, there's already a number on there. You just got to plug it. Where could it go? I don't know. Mo, do you see an extra number somewhere around there?
I ain't saying shit.
Good. I like that answer. Good. There's technically
that out yourself.
letters or digits on there. You just got to find it. Plug and play, find it, search it, look it up, see where it goes, and enjoy that.
Love it. That's super creative. I love the way you're doing that one. Like, maybe I'm going to wake up and I won't have any more money in my wallet.
Who knows, man? Maybe you'll solve it.
I usually try and stay out of the contest because I feel a little messed up if I win one.
A little cheeky,
I,
yeah.
you know, a little cheaty.
Yeah,
It's
I
kind of
see a
funny.
lot of giveaways. Mm-hmm.
One of these streamers won one of my giveaways, and he was like, "No, I don't want to do that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "I stream also. I feel weird about winning a giveaway." And I was like, "Okay, I understand that." Because it kind of seems like, plus with the amount of like, especially with like you and me, like people would be like, "Oh, he's your friend. You let him win." I was like, "Not touching it."
Yep, I agree,
Not
man.
touching it.
I'll be seeing a lot of giveaways. Like, for example, who is it? The crypto connoisseur, whatever he is. I can pronounce his name. Yeah, he'd be doing a lot of giveaways too. Shout out to him, by the way. He does a lot of them, and I was like, "That's cool, man. I wish everybody the best that does it, because if I do it and if I win, they're gonna think it's rigged." So yeah, I stay away from all that.
It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
I get the same thing.
Supposedly, Scale developers are going to provide some funds to the giveaway too. He said that he's looking in to see how much they're going to provide. So shout out to Scale if they do provide any funds.
I was just looking at Titanx Hub. Scale's up almost 20% right now.
Ooh,
nice little pop on the day.
Let's see.
Watch, I say that and it's now over.
Okay, watch it just dump 50% just because of you.
Bro, do you know how many times I've done a stream where I'm like, this is pumping, and like I come back like an hour later and I'm like, oh, so much for that fucking
pump. It's down. Yeah. And then there's always that one comment. No, it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, Scale's now up 8%. God damn it. Yeah, Scale literally dropped a little bit in the time that I had said that.
You're Jim Craver, right? You say, "Oh, Bitcoin's a great investment. You buy now," and it dumps. It does the opposite of everything he says.
No one's that bad, and I'm starting to think that motherfucker probably bets against what he says on TV.
Yeah,
I'll bet you he's smart
100%.
enough to be his own inverse Jim Cramer. Like,
yep. It's so funny too. In a while, not even that long ago, Bitcoin's a scam, Bitcoin, this and that, bashing it left and right, pumps up even more.
Bro, the best thing you can have happen for your stock or your asset is for him to just start talking smack about it.
Yep.
Like, I had at one point. One of the stocks I have, he was always like, I don't get it. I don't understand what they make. It's too secretive. I don't know. I don't like it. It's like, I'm like, yes. It's like, it's a good company. No.
Yo, it has happened to me too, man. All that stuff. It's so funny.
What time is Shogun launch? We don't know. We are hoping it will be before our bedtimes.
Yeah. I'm going to knock out really good, though. I might actually end up having to set up an alarm. I think I will do that, actually, just to be able to enjoy it.
Well, we'll probably have a stream. Don't necessarily, pin that on me, but I'm pretty sure we'll do a stream. So hop on for a little bit. Get your jammies on and come on stream.
If I wake up, it'll be 3 a.m. Oh my goodness.
You'll be Titans of LP, Nathan. He's slept through 2 start times of streams that were like, he's like, yeah, I can do it like at 10 p.m. And then you're like, where's Nathan? And like he shows up 20 minutes later. And he's like, I'm sorry, I fell asleep with the kids. I was putting one down and I fell asleep.
Of course, yeah.
Oh my god.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, hop on with your jammies if it comes on at 2 a.m.
If I remember to have them on.
Yeah, don't be the sleeping on the nude dude and fucking get on stream.
Right. Bro, have you seen some of them Solana memes though? I've seen some compilations and all that of like some hilarious ones. Oh my goodness. And they pump. I'm not gonna say the name of any, but there's one where like he ties his hands behind his back and he's like, this, no, what is it? No hands, no rug or something like that. And
yes.
Apparently now you can live stream on pump.fun. And I was like, what? Since when? And he's on camera. He tied himself to his hands to his back and all that. So make sure he wouldn't sell anything. And it started pumping like crazy. And I'm like, bro, some of these guys are so creative. Like, come
Someone
on.
did that though. And like they were like, hey, like no hands or whatever. But then they ended up literally the second it launched, 5 seconds later, they just like pulled their hands out, ran up to the computer and cheated out. You're like, that motherfucker. And he did it on stream. It was fucking wild.
Wow. I
I don't
love
quite
watching.
understand how these dudes do that. Like, I'm like, I understand the government's slow, but don't you think eventually someone's gonna knock on your door and make you pay for that
Especially
shit?
whenever it's like tens of thousands of dollars. Like that is insane.
I'm just saying.
Let's see. I said I was gonna show. Was today the last day of the big unstaking amount, or was it yesterday? I can't remember. Was it this one? Future unstakeable.
We still got a decent amount
Eh,
till the first.
little
But I mean,
tiny.
we're at the point now where it's all, small diminishing amounts that mean less and less and less as we go.
Yeah, barely any. Unstakeable 288 bill. That's nothing. This is pretty much nothing now, yo. I love that. Heck yeah. Small little increments from here on out.
What's the total at the end? 3 trillion in 100 days?
3.
Not bad. It's not bad. We can absorb
Give or
that.
take. Just over 3 trillion, which one protocol takes care of all that.
Right.
It's like daily we're burning an insane amount of Titanx already. Now Shogun launching, it's going to be even better. Protocols hovering over to X28, even better.
Yeah, and we haven't even seen what's going to happen with price action once these miners stop coming out. And they're finally almost done coming out. I mean, I actually just had a miner, my very last miner come out a couple days ago or 3 days ago.
Same here. Like it was like last
and I was
week.
Like, oh, I want to pour a little out for the homies. My last miner.
We should have done that on a live stream.
Pour off my miner.
Dang.
That would have sounded bad. It might have gotten us. It might have gotten us shadow banned. You're pouring one out for your what? I'm like, no. Mining. Shit.
You try to explain that to YouTube and X and all that, bro. Talking about X,
the algorithm pulls that out. You're like, no, in ER, not the only time you're arguing for the ER. Oh Lord. All right,
man. How much longer you got, bro?
I got a couple more minutes. We can go a couple more minutes.
Couple more minutes, bet. That sounds good to me. I want to lay down with my girl. All right.
What do you want to talk about before we go out?
What you thinking?
I'm excited about Warp. I'm waiting for that one.
I haven't really checked Warp, to be honest with you.
It's the one where it's going to have, don't quote me, because if you get me more than a week outside of reading a white paper, I can't remember any of these at this point. But I believe it's going to be X28, Hyper,
and Tink.
And there's 3 inputs. And then in the last hour of the day, there's the Tink input for an auction.
What? So I need to look into this. Like, to be honest, I barely know anything to them.
It's an auction, same like thing. So like, no matter what, like you're gonna always have people participating because as long as there's an ROI on there, someone's gonna fucking take it. But you're gonna have 3 different coins to play this off of, and then at the end, in the last hour of the day, there's still ROI left for the Tink, and part of it goes to the 1 hour sort of Tink FOMO auction, and so
interesting,
like little degen in there for some of us. And I'm like, oh, I like it. And I'm just excited to see something utilizing Tink. Give Tink more of a floor. Give it more of a floor. Let's get it back above $1, and then hopefully back above $2.
Post, yo, come on. If I don't get monetized on this video, they are gonna hear me out. Warp, if
that was so funny.
What are you doing? We cannot stream that.
Those are fire. I'm demonetized, brother. I will stream that on mine.
Oh, go ahead. I'm good right now, man. What in the world?
funny. You're like, they already booted me off X, you motherfuckers.
For real, the X just bent me over, man. They took my money and ran. What the?
Anything? You hear anything about that?
Nothing. I messaged you know how we have premium X and support, premium support, blah, 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 blah. I sent him a message, a long paragraph, screenshots of everything, proof. All I got is, we'll contact you back in a couple of days. Nothing.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. I have dealt with them 3 times, and every time they're like the fucking stoner who's like, I'll be there in 5 minutes, man. And you're like 2 hours later, you're like, who the fuck is this guy? They will tell you a couple days, and they'll get back to you a couple weeks later a lot of times.
Golly.
I imagine they still will, but
yeah, eventually. But man, like I can't believe they just literally took the money and ran. Like people saying crypto's a scam and shit rug pulls and all that. Like, bro, they just did that.
You actually did get rug pulled by Elon.
Literally. It was from, you know how Stripe pays you or whatever. Mm-hmm. I had like 2 or 3 months, because it was been since September, I think. Yeah, since September. Like almost 3 months of just revenue just sitting there, and they would not hand out the payout. And I was like, okay. And I was just patiently waiting. Next thing I know, disappeared. I'm like, what?
That's interesting, because I'm at the lowest level monetized on X. Like I can do the subscription, but they haven't paid me for it. Like they still say it's there. Like they're like, oh yeah. Let's see for my little payments here. Let me see if I can.
And how long has it been?
And they're like, oh yeah, you got over $200 here, and your payout threshold is $50. I've been doing this for 3 months now, so
yeah,
maybe they're gonna yank me here at some point.
I've seen comments, and I've seen a couple of YouTube videos where they say that it takes like over 90 days for you to get a payout. I'm like, why?
Jesus, how can you be that fast on everything and be that slow on that?
Yeah, exactly. It's so lame. I don't like it.
I don't get that at all. Whatever.
Mello. So once you put the application in on Twitter, I'm guessing you're talking about, it literally takes mine took like 2 months. As sad as that sounds. It was like over a month, close to 2 months.
Yeah, I think mine, it showed up as the subscription showed up as available, and I clicked on it, set it up. And then it was like, all right, pending review. And it was pending review for over a month. And the thing says like, oh, it'll take a couple days. And so I sent them a message. I was like, hey, this has been pending. This has been pending for like a month. And they're like, yeah, we'll review it. We'll get back to you. You know, usually should take a couple days. And then like 3.5 weeks later, they messaged me and they're like, you're approved. It should go through any day now. And then 3 weeks later, that actually finally went through. Like it took me like almost 3 months to finally get between like, oh, you can click on it, between like, actually you are. But
that sounds about right. Like 2 or 3 months.
But I've been doing it for 3 months and I haven't been paid yet.
If it continues to do something like that, or if I get bent over again a second time from X, I'll just stick with YouTube subs, the private members.
YouTube dunked me without any strikes.
Yeah.
And they don't even acknowledge that they pulled me. Like they yanked my AdSense account. And so like, oh, you didn't get any strikes on your YouTube, but you don't have an AdSense account that's approved.
Was all your information on the AdSense correct? Like up to date and all that?
Everything was approved. I had green check marks and everything. And then all of a sudden I woke up one day and it was like, nope, you're not monetized. You're not eligible. Everything's. And then I sent them a message and they were like, yeah, we've reviewed it and you're not eligible to monetize. I was like, the fuck does that mean?
Wow.
And they're like, we can't tell you why. And I was like, okay, but did I get a strike or did I not? They're like, you don't have an approved AdSense. I'm like, yeah, but I did. So what happened? Nothing? No. Yeah.
That's a joke, yo. Oh my, yeah. I feel like you know how we were talking about that one thing.
Yeah, I think that happened.
Yep. Sadly,
people get scared.
Yeah, the bigger you get, man, the more targets on your head.
It's all right.
Both heads.
Right. We'll still sleep soundly at night.
Yeah, we're good. All right, man.
All right. Speaking of, get some rest before this thing launches.
Yes,
Maybe I'll see you
sir.
later.
Let's go ahead and get a couple of hours sleep. I will try to wake up. No promises, no guarantees. Those of you watching, thank you so much for being here. Give it a few hours. It sounds like Shogun will launch any second now. Thank you for being here. There is going to be a live stream. So if you're up, it depends on the time zone. Be sure to join, communicate, like, share, do your thing. You guys know the drill. Lermo, appreciate you stopping by. You have a good one.
Peace.